Yes, hello YouTubers. Here's Ed with his spiffy shotgun that we've seen in his videos.
What do you think?
Well, I think that's as neat as anything.
Well, how are you going to hold the camera and look at that?
Well,
or the trade? Here.
Well, you can do that here. Here.
Oh, hello YouTube. There you go. It's all empty.
Let's see here.
Oh, there we go, YouTube. Oh, there's Paul.
Hi, Ed.
Shantel.
Oh, here's the slide.
And then hold the pistol grip and use your index finger. This index finger and push down on this piece.
Push down on this piece.
Mm-hmm. And then you can.
And then that.
There you go.
And that does that.
And then up here. Oh, I suppose it helps if I get that part on camera. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a very nice sound.
18.5-inch barrel. Oh, wait till you see this on video, Joe. You're gonna want one because you look good holding it.
I like those sights.
Those are made by a company called Imbus. MBUS. Or I'm sorry, Magpul. The sights are called Imbus.
I do like
Magpul backup sights, MBUS.
I don't want to dry snap this.
You can go ahead.
Can you dry snap it?
Yeah, just don't do it toward the truck.
No.
Or the boat. Definitely don't want to hold a boat.
I like the creep.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to really intend to fire.
Right. Yeah, there's no oops on that one. Yeah. So what do you think of that?
Well, as I said, it's a very, aesthetically, I don't find it charming. But from a practical standpoint, I can see exactly why somebody would want something like this.
Because if you think about it, most people like shotguns for home defense. You can see yourself wielding this around the corners of your home a lot easier than anything that's a lot longer.
Yes. Well, no question about it. No question about it.
And it just looks plain menacing when looking down the barrel of that.
I'll dry snap it one more time.
Sure.
I was always told never to dry snap it down.
Me too, and as a practice I generally don't.
I do like that. I do like those sights.
Yes. There's great sight, and they fold down, of course, just right out of the way.
Do that.
And then you just hit the side button there. Oh, there you go. Thanks, YouTubers.
Well, that's just very spiffy, guys.
So, select your lever. So after you load one side, then you flip it over, load the other.
Yeah.
And then you fire it dry. Come back here with your hand and flip it over and fire it dry the other side. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So 15 rounds of 2 3/4 inch, or these fancy new Gila shotgun shells.
Oh, these are the short stubby ones.
Shells.
Check this out, guys. Wow.
Holds 25 of these. And there's plenty of YouTube videos. Matter of fact, a guy named Hank Strange, he's a big Kel-Tec guy. Took a load of these, loaded the gun, and cycled them right through the Kel-Tec KSG shotgun.
Well, that's 7.5 shot in that. See, I still think that number 4 shots, as far as impact on target, is the best in terms of kinetic effect. Now that's your...
This is a Kel-Tec Sub 2000 in 40 cal Glock.
Oh, that's the 40 caliber.
Yeah, with all Red Lion furniture up top. This is originally, this plastic was here. Took off the front sight, put on a toothed muzzle compensator up here. Added the AR style front sight. Added the rail system. Put a low profile rail cover up there. And then this also can be adjusted for windage here.
Yeah.
And elevation up there, all with a small key.
Very nice.
So you can place it right on top there, or place it right in there to adjust for windage.
Very nice.
And then of course, all the actions back here. Angled forearm grip, so you can really get a good pull in. And then it shoots the standard Glock magazines.
Oh, the Glock 40, yes.
You can even get a knockoff 30 rounder.
That's very spiffy.
Or the standard Glock 22 mags that come with it. Oh, that's not the standard one. There's a standard one. There's a standard. Of course, with some nice hollow points in there.
Very nice.
Standard Glock mag.
Very nice.
Yeah. So that's 15 rounds. 14 rounds. So it says on the back. And then when you want to put a red dot sight up on this top rail, well then of course the gun won't fold with a red dot sight on.
Yeah.
That's how come the purpose of me purchasing the red line.
Oh, for the rail thing, so you can take that and that rotates off 90 degrees.
Yep, 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Lock it back down. And what's really nice is you can take your thumb and on the trigger guard here,
Yeah.
just push down on the trigger guard, actually open the trigger guard, and that's what makes the gun fold up. And then this ball here, you can see it actuate.
Yes.
Actually locks into an indent here. And then over here's a small key, just so you can actually lock it shut. Yeah. So Red Lion Precision. Hey YouTubers, it's Eddie.
Hi.
Hey, Eddie.
Where's my phone?
Okay. So YouTube, what we've done here is we've come to Joe's house. So as a pair, maybe we can entice that Jerry to get a video up on the YouTube. He's way behind schedule. Way behind schedule.
Yeah, we just went up to the garage at the corner house to see if there was any stuff left in there that needed to be cleared out that belonged to Ed, and
25 years that stuff's been up in there.
he's found a couple of goodies, but
There you go, sir. There's another one for you.
oh,
We're trading back off again.
pardon? Trade back
Yeah,
on?
Trade back on.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, there we go. That's our Sig Sauer P938. It's all been cleared there for you. What do you got, Eddie?
Toad.
Oh, a
Yeah.
toad. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, that's a pee on you toad. Yeah, sure is. Yeah, that's goof. So that, no, don't do that.
Oh no.
Might have to drop the mag out there. Or there it goes. And it has the night sights there as well. Great little gun.
Oh, I like this sight.
Nighttime they really glow green.
Oh, the green, with the tritium paint, yes.
Yeah. That's the SIG anti-snag, so it's called the P938 SIG SAS. So there's safety on, safety off.
May I?
Yeah, absolutely. It's got a long one.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. But it is what it, if you think about it, this little pocket gun intended for carry. So I kind of like the real deliberate need to pull the trigger.
Oh yeah, no, that's.
So just in case you're fumbling for it.
Yeah, this is not one of your sort of target type guns. Oh, that's easily got to be almost an 11-pound pull. Very nice.
There we go. Take it. There you go, YouTuber.
Well, that's very nice. And that's a Sig Sauer.
SIG SAS.
Sig SAS.
SIG anti-snag.
And that's 40?
That's 9mm.
That's 9mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall we go find everybody up?
I imagine we ought to.
I think the mosquitoes have decided to come out.
Yeah, interestingly, they're not nailing me. Usually they just jump on me the first crack they get.
Did you get in there first? No,
Well, I will.
Hello, YouTubers.
We were just looking at a couple more guns here.
Toys. Big boy toys.
Eddie's drawing. He's drawing perspective things. Little perspective exercises.
Is he huge or what?
He's big.
Well, he's 12.
Yeah, he's 12.
That's why I don't pick him up anymore.
Guys grow.
You see how big his feet are?
I know. He's got outboard motors in his feet. He's got like a size 10.
Dirty feet.
Oh, you 10? Oh, you're bigger than I'm only 9.
Mine are 9.5.
I was 7 until about 15 years ago. Then I started, I guess.
Width or length?
Well, I'll tell you, it may as well be. They're almost like little square, little rectangles, you know.
I've always had real skinny feet. When I've tried to wear the appropriate length size boot, they always pull together too tightly.
My sister has really narrow feet. I mean, she's like double A or something, and my dad had really narrow feet, you know, but not me. I've got big thubs.
That just means
that
you have a good foundation, Joe.
Yeah. My ankles. I've only just now gotten so I can actually kneel down on this knee after I blew up my ACL.
I still can't kneel down. Well, I mean, I can in absolute necessity.
Well, that was the thing. I can bend it, you know, but if I had to get much past like about this, you know.
Right. You know, I went to my VA appointment, and it was kind of crap when they were measuring me for that. The woman told me to stand against the wall. She goes, "Let me see the bottom of your foot." So I'm standing against the wall and, you know, bent my knee up.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Okay, great." I'm like, "You're checking for range of motion? That'd been nice to know before she did that."
Yeah.
Because according to her, he's got full range of motion. Okay, let me full body weight try to squat.
Yeah.
That I can't do anymore.
Yeah.
That's what the purpose of going to the VA is, you know, so you can compensate me for
90 degrees in range of motion. 105 degrees is not range of motion. I mean, that may be what your range of motion is, but that's not full range of motion.
No. Right, exactly. Look, Joe, there's the competitor shotgun for the one we were looking at outside, the UTS 15.
Yeah.
Now, it's different in that on this one, the chambers or the magazines, I guess, the tube, are on top, whereas my
yours is in the bottom,
right? Yeah. And this particular shotgun, I think, on mine you manually flip the lever to the left tube or to the right tube.
Yeah.
This particular shotgun, there's a left tube. You place it one direction to shoot left tube. You place it the other direction to shoot right tube. And a position you can put it in so it alternates tubes.
That's what this is.
Okay.
3-position magazine selector switch. So
yeah. So it's but they say though those little Aguila shotgun shells that the Kel-Tec is about the only one that will cycle through. So.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say because
anything else you'll have to have a breech.
Yeah.
Breech.
Yeah.
But like I say, there's a guy Hank Strange who has a big channel on YouTube, and he shoots a lot of any kind.
Oh, I think I've seen some of his stuff.
Yeah. Kind of weird guy. He's a kind of odd fella.
Well, you know, let's face it. I mean, anybody that spends most of their life, you know, interacting with a video camera and a computer.
Wait a minute.
Let alone.
I do that.
Let alone, you know, heavy duty firearms.
I've said that. Now people are going to watch this on YouTube and go, "Boy, that Ed's calling people odd."
Weird.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I like being odd. I like being weird.
Especially my video with my Strike Anywhere matches and my green overalls.
Green overalls was scary. Just have to say that.
You don't remember that one?
Green
overalls.
I'll have to go back and I'm sure I saw it.
Those are the early
August
ones.
2013.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure I saw it.
That was
Was that one of those 8-second videos?
No.
Oh, no. It was a couple minutes.
Yeah.
The one with the green overalls, that one was probably I don't know, it was a few minutes because we did like the monkey feet.
Well, I remember that. That was very comedic.
Yes.
Comedic.
Comedic. I was quite scared, and we were in the basement. So all I'm thinking is, I'm in the basement with this crazy man in
For the record, Joe,
plastic overalls.
what started it off was, of course, I'm clearing out my Army stuff, and I found these green rubber bibs, and I was like, well, do I throw them away or do I keep them? So I put them on and see if they fit. How else you decided to keep the throwaway clothing? Well, they fit. And she turns around and happens to look at me. She goes, "Oh my," because she thought I looked funny. So that's when I took off my T-shirt, put a bandana on my head, and started acting goofy. Like, I'll give you a reason to say, "Oh my."
It became worse. than what it was. I became concerned for my safety at that moment.
No, you didn't. Yeah, maybe that's why she was filming. If anything happens, I got you on film. What kind of gun?
That's right. You got the.
What is that?
The Tavor SAR.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Tavor.
Did you get mosquitoes?
I think I did.
Yeah, I got bit by one when we were standing
You want some
on the
off? We
driveway.
got some off here.
I think I'm good at the moment.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that. That's a nice
yours.
pistol.
That's the one that's on your
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We've seen that somewhere before.
Kimber makes good guns. Yeah. Like the Kimber.
Plug.
They don't work for Kimber.
Well, Thomas has gotten quite fond of his the Glock. What's the Model 21? The 45 caliber Glock.
Okay. And they just came out with a new Glock.
You know,
A
Tom
little baby
took
Glock.
the
Glock
carry
42.
permit.
You
Shoots
really
a
did that, didn't you?
380.
380.
Yeah, it's been really nice in 9mm.
Yeah, I've never quite understood why anybody would horse with a 380.
I thought the same thing until my neighbor. He has his carry permit as well, and he has the SIG
On a 5
238, just like my 938,
Yeah.
and it's in 380.
That's money.
And so
This is
it
money.
was really interesting to shoot that gun. It actually held up quite well. And
Well, actually, this friend of mine, Brad Bethel, who died,
Yeah.
fell down the stairs and died, and
I found that.
he had a 380 that he
Somebody
kept
gave it to me, they wanted a sticker.
in one of his Rolls Royces. One of his Rolls Royces.
That's where we keep ours. Which Rolls Royce is it that we keep now?
I'm
I
sorry,
never
who?
remember though.
Oh. That's why.
Actually, I think he kept it in his Bentley. No, he may have kept it. Well, he had a number of these things stashed around, but one of them was a 380.
Well, you have to get, is it the white Bentleys and black Rolls? It's
that
tough to keep
passport,
those straight.
yeah.
We had the same problem.
That's
God
why,
bless
like,
him.
on our license plate, the thing that says my other ride is a Bentley, that's why.
Mine says my other ride is my imagination.
Or like, what was it? My other ride are my boots or something
The
like
big-
that. My other ride are my combat boots.
The big show is inside my head.
Yeah.
Right.
Goodness.
So you're gonna read this. I'm gonna get the itching for a subscription.
What the?
The right-
Don't you have that?
No,
I don't have any.
Sir.
I don't have any subscriptions.
Don't you belong to the NRA? Because if you do, you should have a subscription to the
I
American
don't
Rifle.
belong to any organizations because
Well, I'm a life member of the NRA.
wait, no, I've made too many gun videos.
I'm thinking about becoming a life member of the Gun Owners of America, which actually is a far less wet organization than the NRA.
Grabby?
That's like the Australian money. They started doing clear windows and all.
That's them Canuck people.
Yeah, we know some Canucks.
We call them dinks.
No, they started
They
off
call
calling us
themselves
a dink.
dinks.
Do they?
Well, that was their derogatory term
yeah.
for me. You dink.
Yeah.
Oh, the Australians call them
It
dinks?
was-
No,
no,
the
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 Canadians.
Canadians call them
My
dinks?
Canadian buddies I used to play video games with. I used to play these army video games with these two Canadian brothers. That, they were they're 65 and 67 years old.
Yeah.
Playing this army video game. I say video game. Now keep in mind this video game was called Arma, and the United States government bought that video game, and we use it. The army
Oh,
uses
it's a training
as a
video.
virtual simulated battlefield, and we call it VBS2 in the Army, Virtual Battlefield Simulator, and it's intense. They back these tractor trailers together, and you go in there, and your platoon leader can sit down at like a control station, and he has all these TV screens, so when everybody actually sits in these mock-up Humvees and mock-up other vehicles and put on their goggles, and when they look around space, the lieutenant or company commander can sit and see what everybody sees in their glasses. And then the gunners actually stand or sit in gunning positions with their hands on a 50 caliber mock-up machine gun. Of course, it has a short barrel,
Yeah.
but when they put on their goggles,
It looks like the
full size 50.
full length.
Yeah. And you can load up maps of areas that you're going to go train in, of the actual road systems and terrain, and you can go do simulated missions in the area in which you're going to go deploy to. And
Oh, that'd be great.
there's IEDs that go off. There's different things because we have these vehicles called a buffalo with a big arm that actually excavates.
Yeah.
And there's a simulated buffalo, and there's a simulated other vehicles that mark the IDs, and all the radios are actual hand mics to our radios and headsets, so we can actually talk and interact just like we would in an actual convoy. But you're sitting in a truck, in a semi truck.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of nice because it costs so much money to fuel those things, and I would think that it's more realistic being in that type of train than being on a road in the back of Fort Campbell.
Yeah.
With a lane set up to, hey, there's an ID somewhere down this road, and you can go down and there it is. Although we do that as well, but we'll switch out to our other vehicles, and we have these IED simulating things that take balloons and they use air and white powder, and you can actually set them off by push button or different things. So good simulations, has a big pop, blows white powder all over the place, and then it allows you to go through your SOPs and your drills on what to do when you encounter those things. So it's good.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna sign off right now for Ed because my battery's flashing, and that means it's going to die here in about 2 seconds.
Oh, say bye YouTube.
Bye YouTube.
Bye YouTube.
YouTube. You have people that that's what I couldn't understand is they would come in through the hospital and just by the look of the environment, and I understand some people are like, where am I? I don't know. But after a few, look arounds, you see the equipment, and you know where you're at. And it's kind of like, okay, I'm in an area where people can help me. So just relax and let them do their job. But oh no, then you have people like that fight and scream and complain. And
of course, she also had her family there.
And that just adds, exacerbates the situation.
And the family was probably more colorful than actually the family was far heavier than Connie. I mean, some of the specimens in that group, and I use the word specimens, very deliberately.
Yes.
Her son was especially spectacular.
Mm-hmm. Generally, yeah, that's how they are. They follow in the parental unit's footsteps.
Oh, yeah, it's like a herd. You have a herd of these folks coming in there.
Are you sure it's a herd?
They're so big that the husband and wife
is a group of
sit
cattle.
on the couch.
A group of tigers is called an ambush.
Yeah.
A group of crows is called a murder.
A murder, yes, a murder of crows.
A group of seals,
other than that,
the
5
kind
or
with the
6
balls on
people
their nose,
can
not the kind
sit
with
on
guns.
this couch.
A group of seals is called a rookery.
What do they call the group of seals with guns?
A platoon.
Together.
Wow.
And then a group of albatross is also called a rookery.
Oh, really? But since there are no albatrosses left, then that's sort of a defunct group now, isn't it?
Well, it's like the same thing with tigers. A group of tigers is called an ambush, but that's what I'd call it if I ran into
a group of tigers. I would call them, full of Indians.
Not an ambush?
Well, I mean, there's this whole thing over there in India I've been reading about where
dots, not feathers.
they eat. Pardon?
Dots, not feathers.
Oh, I mean the animals, not the dots.
Indians. You mean the dot Indians, not feather Indians?
Oh, I'm thinking like tiger Indians, or like the Indians get eaten by tigers.
Right. We call it dots, not feathers.
Oh.
Feathers are Native Americans. Dots aren't.
Oh. What? You're not using the politically correct term Aboriginal people?
Right. I met those in Australia.
Yes, and those are true Aboriginal people. Well, Aboriginal people, I mean, it's a general term, but...
And I'm thinking,
this is the eye pole?
It's the eye pole stealth.
I know eye pole.
Show them that label there, Ed. Here,
Can you see it?
Yeah, here, see? Eye pole stealth.
But I just noticed something. Eye pole stealth.
This
This is the European version, John. Did you notice it? It says stop.
Yeah, no, you're good, because you don't want to overextend it and then have it come out.
But it is the European version, and I say this because
it's in centimeters. It's in centimeters, yeah.
Right, centimeters. But I did find out there's no stop on this one.
No, well, no, there is. Yes, there is.
Well,
yes, there is.
it then.
Yeah, no, it's,
Because I pulled it out by
yeah, no, it's great because that's you can get quite a length on that one. And,
It'd be,
Inside a car.
you'd be far away.
It's nothing.
yeah, that's great stuff.
That'd be like a, instead of an iPole, that's more like a
Lawyer thing.
Snake.
Well, but you know, if you were like trying to,
drone. It
well-
looked like drone footage.
well, you know, I was thinking too, you know, well, I'm going to go to the Farm Science Review again this fall, and I was trying to just video with this camera by hand, but I thought, well, I didn't want to carry this pole around, you know, because I had the pole, but I thought, but now in retrospect, I figure if I could put this on and then just turn the head so it's vertical, I could just walk around with the thing at full extension, and it wouldn't freak people out as if I'm walking around, you know, talking while I'm, you know, getting into their face, you know, and this way, you know, I could hold the thing up and it would still hear me talk. It would still hear my voice, and yet,
Maybe you need a rucksack frame that you can zip tie this to it, and it would people just think it's your antenna.
I've seen guys do that.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
I've seen guys do that on YouTube.
They're actually like speed walking into the door, and I'm going,
That's a snake
ain't
book.
nothing wrong with you.
There's a guy named Mark Miller.
You could use that as a snake book.
Okay, there's things in life you don't do, Ed. Number one is you don't go swim with sharks in a natural habitat. You don't go look at lava. Number three, you don't poke snakes.
Take your little placard off your rear
Yeah,
Yeah, but
do
this
those
thing, it's like a complete
You
extension.
don't swim with sharks. You don't look at lava. You don't poke snakes.
You don't look at what?
Sharks in their natural habitat.
Yeah, but you don't look at what?
I'm like, go ahead.
Lava.
Look at me.
Lava.
Volcanoes. You don't go do that.
Oh, you don't go up close enough to actually see it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like in Hawaii when I was there, they had the, you know, you could walk
Yeah, the
out,
Kilauea and
look
all
at
that.
the-
Yeah.
Look at the volcanoes.
I know.
Well, one year the wind had shifted and blew the toxic fumes.
Oh, yeah, toxic. Yeah.
And there was two people still in the park, and they couldn't turn and get out of it quick enough
Yeah.
because the lava rocks
Oh,
were
yeah.
sharp. So they found them later
Well, Ed always
because they had closed the park.
Well, you got hydrogen sulfide. And hydrogen sulfide will kill you.
Well, it killed them.
Yeah.
And but the problem with them was they had gotten down low to try to escape the fumes.
Yeah, but hydrogen sulfide sinks is denser than air, and so it'll kill you.
But they had cut themselves up crawling on
Yeah.
this glass or on the glass like lava rock.
Otherwise, you don't have any trouble. What is wrong with you?
I mean, bitter.
He's getting attacked by bugs.
I'm getting
I
attacked
know,
by
it's that
one.
time.
We still
YouTube,
have,
it's that time.
We still have to eat
Are we still on
too,
YouTube?
so.
Well, and these guys are going to go back to Tennessee tonight, if you can
Tennessee.
believe it.
Drive through the night. We have what's called stay awake pills and NOS and Monster Energy drink.
Oh, is that like the stuff they give those B-2 pilots that fly from Missouri over to?
Right.
I'm not in that plane ride.
To Guam and back.
Yeah,
in the
no,
night.
not so much, but
Well, this has been a major treat for us. I'll tell you that right now.
Surprise, we're here.
What a treat! What a treat! What a treat!
Wait a second. If Jerry's watching this, he's going to wonder where their surprise is.
I know because Denise had asked if we could come up like last Saturday.
I'll have to.
An event, yeah,
We weren't
and we
able to
weren't
go
able
last Saturday.
to.
I'm afraid I won't be able to upload this till tomorrow morning, but.
Well, good. We'll have time. We'll be back in Tennessee.
Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be able to see it when we wake up or when we
Yeah,
get
there you go.
home.
Oh.
We'll be home then. Well, we sure appreciate you.
Well, what a
doing so
treat!
nicely.
What a treat!
Yeah,
What a treat!
We had fun.
Yeah, we had a great
We
time.
had to stop and see you guys. I mean,
Right.
there was no way that we were gonna pass it up.
Oh, what a great treat!
Oh, we forgot.
I couldn't have asked for anything more.
You're out of that
It's all right.
old barn.
Well, when you take a road trip, come see us. You can bring it with you.
Yeah. It's
I wanted to
hot.
get somebody to
down
sit
there
through the hole
until
in the wall.
Probably don't need
About
to. Probably some boards
November.
in this.
Oh yeah, no,
It's hot.
no,
Yeah,
I've
I know.
I don't stop
But-
mowing grass until about the end of November.
yeah, I've been down to the south. I've spent a lot of time in the south.
It's
How'd you get that
horrible.
open?
But it's nice down there.
Yeah, I've,
My thumbnail.
Oh, well.
My
Your
thumbnail.
thumbnail
We
can do
stood
that.
out there. We
I know
kept
he's
playing
taking
with
the thing
it.
apart and he
We
finally
did
got
back
it.
it.
I
I was
got it!
thinking
Oh,
the
he's-
mini
oh, he's got his
Mini
the
screwdriver.
baby gun.
will lift it up.
You just had to probably push
Oh,
that
wait a
really
minute.
hard, but it's quite
How
painful.
about you push here then?
Oh, there it is. It's feeling up.
And you push there.
There. And
On
that.
that.
I know there's nothing in it, but that's
Have you
just
seen
kind of
Paul's
scary. when
thumbnail?
you-
He has the thumbnail to do it.
Oh, he's got that big,
He's got that bicycle chain.
yeah, that bicycle chain thumbnail, yeah.
Not the bad one.
Not the bad one.
I
He used
used
the bad
to get
one.
'em.
Yeah.
Well, don't do it again.
Canon 320 HS, that's the way to
But
go.
I got it up.
That's all right. We'll get it there.
They probably won't make it because they only make it for about, they only make things for about 8 months and then they end them. But it's 16 megapixels.
This helps to make it easier to.
This is almost as good as the Leica.
I don't know.
Oh.
See?
Haha.
Leave it to the female to figure it out.
We
What
just
works
figured
easiest.
that out. So when it's cocked, it won't open.
She and I were playing.
So you
We were trying to figure out
pull
how to
that
do
back
it.
and now push
Kill
it.
some of those Cartner ants.
There you go.
So that's for, what's S? I don't know what S
Safe.
is for. Oh no, this thing had like these little fletching darts that came with it. back when I was
Fletching? Is that a
little
technical term?
Darts with flet. What do you all have air?
Oh, like darts. Yeah, like,
Little
yeah.
dart with feathers. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. See, men talk in noises.
Oh, you mean like the one with
I like that.
round
Men
circle
talking
and
noises.
He's like,
sidewall on
see,
the other?
I need one of these.
Yeah, buddies of mine would come over. Hey, Ed, you got a and I'm like, oh, an impact wrench? Yeah. Because that's just. And she's like, what? And I told her men talk in noises, especially when it comes to tools.
And this one following right behind.
Oh, that's absolutely true. That's absolutely true.
But anyway.
I don't mind it, just as long as I know what the heck you're talking about.
Well, yes,
Now
it's always
she's
nice
starting
to
to
be.
do it now. So she has crazy hand and arm
I do.
signals
I have
stuff.
hand like
This is what she
this
does.
is the intersection, and this is house.
And she expects me to catch on it. Well, if they're
Well, don't you
roundabout?
guys do a lot of hand signaling when you're in combat? Since you can't hear.
combat,
Like-
maybe not. Well, we have standard hand and arm signals.
That sort of
like
thing. Yeah.
ceasefire.
Hold.
No, that's freeze.
Okay, this one. Like
When
when
you're
somebody's
walking,
behind
you
like,
want people to
freeze.
stop walking. You go, hey, stop, which means move a couple steps off the trail, take an E face out. This means don't move at all, like freeze, meaning you're about to step on something or
Got
someone's
it.
about to see you,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
And then you do like that.
No,
thing,
that's
no.
movies.
No. I don't know. I've not been out in the woods with you when you've been in an exercise.
We do like pace count. I'm sorry, head count.
Head count, yeah.
Means, so when you do head count, then the last man gets it. The last man will go 1, and then she'll go 2, and all the way to the front. And the front guy, he knows that there's 30 of you. And then you have pace count. Means how far did you walk? So, I don't know. Joe, I'm retired. I forget all these things now. See, I'm retired.
Well-
What do you call this? What'd you call it? No.
I
Never mind.
I call that a V beard.
Yeah. Well, I can't grow a big full man beard like you, Joe.
Yes, you can.
No, I tried. The
No, he
sides didn't
tried.
cooperate.
This, especially
And I have
this side right
a-
here. It's
from a chin strap?
no hair.
Now I do want you to note, Shantel,
Yes.
that after you basically laid down the law in one of your videos
Oh, you laid
about
down-
me saying, yes, she did, about me remarking on
Oh,
this
the,
again.
when you were dressed up like Osama.
Well, no, this was sort of a standalone. It was very clear that I had said things enough, and so I did shut up about it, and I haven't said anything about it since then.
What was it? I don't know.
Oh, it's there. No, you were very clear. Message was very well received
Some people
and very well taken.
get off
He took you seriously.
Yes, I did.
He told me.
I-
It was all meant in good
And
fun.
it was all fun.
I-
Ed and
I
we
take-
rarely mean anything.
I
to
take
that.
any woman talking about
Oh,
their
please.
husband very, very seriously.
Yeah. That day.
Well, thanks, babe, because he left me alone now. And I was catching some flack from Joe for a long time.
Well,
No, it's all-
I was trying to be very benign, but
Well,
You know, I'd shaved it off on the 1st of June.
You guys.
well, I know you did.
We'll let it grow again, just for giggles.
Well,
Yeah.
He told me.
Why not?
He told me.
Well,
to
there
I
it
figure
is.
if I let it grow longer enough,
Well-
I can maybe separate it,
something
braid it.
came
Yeah, I know you talked about that.
Then I could get a motorcycle.
Well, you know, come December, I'm going to grow my winter beard, you know, like I did last year. I do.
See, I'm not that retired yet. I don't have like the clockwork December. I grow a beard.
Well, I didn't grow mine as early as I usually do this year because I had to go to this.
It early too.
Well, I had to. No, I didn't. I let it. I had to go to this meeting in Indianapolis, and I had to be looking like a natural, decent person. December 12th. Otherwise, I would have let it go. You know, started about usually just after Thanksgiving. I let it go to third week in February. Yeah.
That way you don't look like Theodore Kaczynski coming out of the log cabin.
No, but it's warm. It's warm. It keeps you warm.
I didn't, you know, and I said in my video.
I don't like the way it looks, but it keeps me warm.
I didn't even know if I could grow hair on my face. Because, you know, like I say, we weren't allowed to have face hair in school.
Any number of guys say that. You know, oh, I don't know, I didn't know. You know.
Well, because, you know, in school we couldn't have face hair.
Yeah.
Because I went to school in Groveport and just weren't allowed to have face hair. I don't think. And then,
you know, and a lot of guys.
I joined the Army at 17.
Yeah.
So
And a lot of guys, basically, until they get into their 20, 23, you know, they can't really, you know, but, you know, you can tell right away if they're going to be able to grow a beard or something, you know.
Mine always grew here quickly,
Yeah.
but here, not so much.
Yeah,
So I just started shaving it. And after a while it grew, but in some of my videos early you'll see that where I left it go. But it just wasn't growing as thick as everything else, so.
I bought my first razor when I was at Boys State when I was 16 and a half. And I bought one of these awful sort of, you know, double-bladed things. And then my aunt and uncle gave me a electric razor for Christmas when I was going to be almost 17 then, that next Christmas. Because in January I'd been 17. And I used that for many, many years until I just got tired of the fact that just...
Right.
And now I go back to the blade and the soap and the stuff thing, you know.
You know, when I do shave, I actually, and there before I retired, I actually went to the shave soap with the brush.
Yeah. Oh, that's great stuff.
It's 99 cents for the bar, and it's like ivory soap.
Oh, it's great stuff.
So and then
my dad did that.
used it, and then she never went back for the longest time.
Oh, yeah.
It's great for your skin.
And you know, and if you get the true bristle brush for that, that's just absolutely splendid.
And you know, they're on all the Army bases because they sell a lot of them. So it's funny that they keep the shaving soap in stock because that's not usually what sells. It's the shaving brush.
Yeah.
We all keep it in our pocket for dusting our weapons off.
Well, you know, another thing is what they're good for is if you're, you know, for people who are into fine photography with, you know, like the Leica folks, those brushes are perfect for brushing stuff off lenses and things because they don't, you know, they don't scratch the lenses. Yeah.
They're nice. There for a while I had a real wooden handle.
Oh yeah.
And I lost that one eventually, you know, and it was like one of the first things I bought. My very first team leader took me into the store. You know, get this, get that, and get you a shaving brush. And I'm sitting there like, I could go like 3-4 days in a row back then, you know, without. Did you shave today? Yeah.
That's totally changed.
Because I had such a baby face. You know.
Guys would grow muscles.
Well, that's it. You know, I mean, 16 and a half, you know, it's like, well, you know, once you start, you know, think, well, then.
It was just normal for him. And I had a German teacher that in the wintertime, he would grow his beard.
You know, it's like one of those things, you're either going to do it or you're not going to do it. Yeah.
You know, I always told myself when I got out of the Army I was going to grow my hair to my
So
butt.
when it was cold, you know, he would go and shave and
Did you know I converted to Judaism? I'm Jewish.
So he would grow
It must
hair.
be. I got this peach
And
yarmulke.
Yeah, but if you were, then you'd be growing things out of your sides of your temples.
That big peach yarmulke?
Yeah, the peach
And
yarmulke.
he said he'd
Right.
still have to trim it back, so when you just get all
That's what it feels like.
bushy, so, but
Yeah, I
he
remember
did
my
it
mom
every
at a
year.
time had told me,
He'd have this
hey, you don't have to
beard
keep your hair that short.
during
I'm
the
like, well,
wintertime.
I don't think I'm doing it on purpose anymore.
You know, because it would just be like within a week.
Yeah.
Well, I almost did. Since I was reading that, I almost did like one of these, like, you know, European number 4, you know, clipper cuts up on the sides, you know, and back. But I thought, screw it.
Yeah. I'm at that point. You know, I'd shave mine because I was actually meeting with a guy, so I shaved mine to look presentable as well.
Yeah.
But now I'm to the point of, I'm retired. I'm going to go home and be retired.
Fords.
Well,
Because we can do that.
these guys are going to go, and I'm going to say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And they're going to say bye-bye.